Hello everybody, IllogicalJJ here. Some of you may know that I have been playing this game for quite some time, and although the game has gone through many changes, it's actually quite easy to determine which kind of server you are on before you even leave the outpost. So in this video, I'll speed jump a few servers and show you the methods I use to determine what type of server I am on. So the first step is to look at the emissary tables and see what kind of emissaries are on your server. The Athena table is empty, so that means there are no Athena emissaries on this server. If there were Athena emissaries, you would see a toy ship for each one. As we walk out the door, we notice that it is Daggertooth outpost and there is an active storm. You'll want to take note of the outpost and the environment to help determine if you're loading into the same server. So, as you can see, there are also no Gold Hoarder emissaries on this server either. No Reaper emissaries. It's starting to feel like a dead server to me. No Order of Souls emissaries either. Also, there are no Merchant Alliance emissaries. I can't make out if this is a skeleton galleon because sometimes the lights don't render. I would think that this is a skeleton galleon because of the blocky crow's nest, but once again, at this distance on Xbox, things don't always render. So what we know about this server is that there are 0 emissaries, potentially a galleon crew, but likely it's skellies. And unless you're a fisherman, you never want to spawn in a storm. Otherwise you'll be dealing with that storm dang near everywhere you go. Personally, I would think this is a dead server and I'll go to the next one and see if I can find an alliance server or one with some hostility. So here we go again. We will check the Athena table. Nothing there. This time we're at Galleon's Grave, which is right next to Daggertooth. I see some clouds over towards Daggertooth. It's possible that we're on the exact same server. Okay, so as you can see, there are 2 Gold Hoarder emissary ships. Whenever you see multiple ships of the same emissary, that automatically increases the possibility of an alliance or a PvE server. Once again, there are no Reapers, and I actually forgot to check the Order of Souls table here. So the first thing I do when I decide I will try this server is go look at the map table. This will tell me a few things. First, it will let me know if there are any old school Reapers, the ones using the Reaper's mark flag. The second thing I'll check for is to see if the Fort of the Damned is active. You will know if it's active if there's Reaper's chest there. So what we know about this server is that it's potentially friendly, there are no Reapers, we have 2 Gold Hoarders and possibly some Order of Souls. I didn't check that one. We know there are no Reapers marked ships, but also there's no Fort of the Damned active. If you plan on doing Gold Hoarders, this might not be a bad server to try. I, however, will jump again and see if there's anything more interesting. So this time I took about a 5-minute break. Usually when you get slow servers your first few tries, it's because the servers are not very busy. On Xbox it seems like they only cycle 5 to 10 servers in my area anyways, but don't quote me on that. So this time we're at the Ancient Spire, and once again no Athena's emissaries. It seems we are all burned out on Athena stuff right now. Oh, I remember this one. My controller was bugging out at this outpost. So the Gold Hoarders and Order of Souls tables were also empty. It looks like we have a Merchant Emissary, and it looks like we have a Reaper Emissary. So now I'll go check the map table and see what that Reaper's doing. It seems that they're a fresh spawn because Reapers rarely go to outposts, and they definitely don't dock like that. This is probably a fresh new server. The Reaper might not even leave the outpost. We'll try another one. Once again, it spawned us at Ancient Spires. Once again, there are no Athena emissaries. So we have 1 Gold Hoarder, 1 Reaper, and 1 Merchant. This looks like the exact same server I was just on. It also has the same Ashen Winds Tornado. Let's see if that Reaper has left the outpost. They're actually leaving now. So this server is picking up fast. We have a Reaper and multiple emissary factions. You could stay under the radar and grind PvE with no emissary, or if you want PvP, you have 3 choices to start with. I would consider this server to be hostile, and if not hostile now, it's probably going to be hostile. We'll do one more. I'm hoping to find one with a potential server alliance. Okay, whenever you spawn on a beach, just leave. You can't get the same amount of supplies as you would an outpost, and you already know that your crew is not competent. Possibly even has a troll. This is going to be an instant leave. Okay, once again it spawned me on the same server, and there is a troll. We'll just move on. Let's let them have their fun. Okay, this is usually a good sign for me. Whenever you spawn dead in the bottom deck, it means your ship is sailing, often doing a PvE event. So to me, that means I have a captain. I dislike being the captain, so I usually stick these ones out. However, it seems to me like the ship is real close to sinking, and judging by the silent black screen, I'll assume that it's sunk. I wonder if it goes against my stats as being sunk, and I wonder what actually sunk us. Either way, I'm not going to hang around here. Okay, this will be my last attempt of the night. This game is feeling to me like it could be a bit dead right now. Fortnite just came out with their new season, and season 6 for Sea of Thieves just got extended for the 3rd or 4th time. So I'm guessing that some of the most experienced pirates are probably taking a break. I myself just came back from taking a 3-month break, and I need to grind the rest of this season. It looks to me like we're at Plunder Outpost. I forgot to check the Athena table. No gold hoarders. No Order of Souls. I didn't check the Reaper table, but if you're planning on using the server, your next step is to check the map. You'll see the Reapers there as well. It looks like I spawned into a potentially hostile server. I actually spent the night watching these Reapers battle. It was a 40-minute battle with at least 3, if not 4 ships participating. Checking these tables before sitting sail will give you an idea of the type of server you are on. The more emissaries you see, the more likely that it is an alliance server. If you see multiple Reaper ships, you can tell if they're friendly or not just by seeing if they are fighting or approaching each other. Sometimes you'll see several Reapers parked together, often at the Reaper's hideout. This is almost always a server alliance. Sometimes you'll see several emissaries at the Fort of the Dam. This too can be a server alliance, but typically when multiple crews are doing the same fort, someone is planning on stabbing someone in the back. Server alliances only truly work when the ships are all doing their own events. Otherwise, you have multiple ships sharing small quantities of loot, and those kegs are always tempting to somebody. But there you have a few tips on determining the type of server you are on. I hope you enjoyed the video and learned something. Now let's go jump some servers.
Rey Mysterio told us that the mask was part of his soul. It represents everything that he is.
I'm not downplaying the Intercontinental title. Don't mean to be, but the mask is so important to race heritage. Here we go with this one-fall matchup. Certainly, momentum a very important factor in both the match. Hey, wait a minute! What the hell is this? It's Hugh Morris! WCW's Hugh Morris! Oh my God! A moonsault for the 300-pounder! Referee on the outside with Christian and Kane. The invasion continues! Oh my! All over his body. Oh my God!
Rey Mysterio wants to appease the WWE Universe by shutting up Edge here tonight.
Sure, fighting back. Certainly both Edge and Jericho claim to be the face of Friday Night SmackDown. I would argue that Rey Mysterio could campaign for that same honor.
Oh!
Look at this right now. And Mysterio rolled. What agility! Well, Rey walked back into the baseball slide. How Mysterio avoided disaster. Going out of the ring is astonishing.
Randy Orton looks as if he's seen a ghost. What the hell's going on?
Orton can't believe what he's seeing.
I can't believe what I'm seeing.
Me neither.
Oh my God! Oh my God.
Well, somebody stop the damn man! Enough's enough!
Oh, take a look at this!
Certainly, momentum, a very important factor in both the mindset, I would think, of these two athletes. Certainly, both Edge and Jericho claim to be the face of Friday Night SmackDown. I would argue that Rey Mysterio could campaign for that same honor.
Whoa!